Friends, it's go time. It's time to level up. If you need watch hours, we're talking everything that you can do, and we're going to utilize one of the tested and tried and true strategies that I use to get my game in motion and to level up as a content creator. Before then, I was just flipping and flapping out here in these YouTube streets, just trying to go along to get along, dropping in everybody's live stream, watching their content, dropping comments, hitting their like button. But my own watch hours were not grown until I used this strategy. The strategy is playlists. Are you ready? Let's go. And for that matter, let's grow. Thank you for being here for this episode of Shop Talk. This is the Content Creator Collective. You are a member of the Content Creator Collective. If you are here, you are absolutely a member of our Content Creator Collective, and we're here to just talk shop. Today, all the talk is about increasing our watch hours using the strategies that really work. This is Kitty K. I am Kitty K. I am your hostess with the mostest, friends, and we're just talking shop. Who is the we, Kitty K? It is us. We are the Content Creator Collective, and if you'd like to join me on the panel as a member of the Content Creator Collective, I invite you to do so right now. Let me go ahead and drop that channel link so that you can join me at any time. Might as well come on up right now so that you'll have the rest of our hour of power to share your channel link and to talk about your channel. Don't you want folks to see who and what you are and how you show up in these YouTube streets? Yeah, join the panel. And it's Sunday. So friends, I invite you to join the panel with or without your video camera on. I see a friend coming to the stage right now, and I love this. This is going to be a great episode of Shop Talk. I can already see it now. I'm super excited. Let's welcome in that friend, Belt Loop 29. You're in there, Belt Loop.
It's good to see you, Candy K. Let me straighten this up a little bit.
There you go, friend. There you go. Take your time. You got it.
I thought it was a very interesting subject. And something that too many people do not take advantage of. I think that you're doing it. From what I can see, I'm very, very happy watching you. You know, you got a lot of good information for people.
Well, that means a lot to me, Bet Luke 29, because you're known in these YouTube streets. Everybody has known and is a subscriber to Bet Luke 29, or they have at least heard of Bet Luke 29. Bet Luke, I'm not just pulling your chain here. Kitty K don't play that. Kitty K is a lady of a particular age. And what I do is I just tell truth and the facts, Bet Luke 29. Everybody who is everybody knows Bet Luke 29. Bet Luke 29, let's introduce you, because there might be a few. Now, if you're new or small, you may not have yet encountered the Belt Luke 29. But friends, he's live and he's with us in the flesh. So Belt Luke, would you share a little bit about your channels with an S, channels with an S, and tell us how long you've been a content creator. Tell us a little bit about your channel. And thank you for joining us to co-host this episode of Shop Talk. Y'all, it's an hour of power, so lean in.
My pleasure, Candy K. I've had an account since 2008, but I just did that, I guess, because I thought you were supposed to watch it. Then in 2020, I started gardening because of the whole,
pandemic.
The pandemic, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I watched a lot of YouTube. And then I saw where somebody was suggesting that you keep a journal of your garden, so you'd kind of keep up, not really related to YouTubing, but I thought I could do a YouTube, instead just create videos and not have to worry about writing down in a book. So I was just trying to be lazy about it. Well, when I started doing videos, then I kind of wanted people to watch them. After all, it was up there. And anyhow, I didn't start streaming till 2022. And then when I did, I just kind of, I guess I got kind of obsessed with it. I tend to be a bit OCD-ish. And
we share that trait. We share that trait. Kitty K has lots of OCD tendencies. See, this is why I vibe with Belt Loop 29. Yes.
There we go. But then I got together with my buddy Devil Dog, and we just we hit it off right off the bat and started we started a show called the Good Cop Bad Dog Show, and we did that at least till we were both monetized. I think we did about 58 episodes, some on my channel, some on his, and just kept streaming. uh there's the belief that on my channel is really kind of like Seinfeld. It ain't about anything in particular. It's about anything and everything.
Yes.
So I did create a couple other channels because YouTube, all this advice that you see on these help your channel things, talk about the algorithm and how it helps narrow down what you're doing. So I created one about cooking because I enjoyed cooking. I don't have enough time to do it these days, so I changed the name of that to Eats Out. And so I have one about started off it was very narrow minded or narrow focus, the perennial food forest. But then I said, well, that doesn't include gardening. So I went through and changed that to gardening. And then I said, well, you don't garden. I don't garden during the winter and the just mainly summer. So I changed that to homestead because that's gardening's included in that. But it's still more of a niche, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did another one because everybody loves cute critters. So
Pets are best. Pets and animals, YouTube gold.
and it ain't always got to be your critter that you're videoing. So I developed one for that. And it's just because of those three were just about the niche,
Yes.
just to try to focus. And then I am a police officer. I'm a police officer at a mental institution,
Thank you
and
for your service.
my pleasure. But I started a channel about YouTube Police. It was initially just meant for other police officers to come hang out. That was the idea of it, anyhow. Well, nobody ever seemed to come hang out, so I just started doing it similar to Belt Loop 29. In that, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but
no, take another minute, and then we're going to get into the meat of the matter, showing folks about these playlists and how we can help them to level up and get monetized.
Yes, ma'am. That's a great topic and something that way too many people overlook. But the YouTube Police just became just like anything else, or just like Belt Loop 29, in that it has no focus per se. Although it's gotten to where I do put a lot of personalized license plates, and I'm sorry if I miss anything in the chat. I'm not very good at multitasking. At least that's what Devil Dog would say.
But Belt Loop, there is something about you that resonates with so many YouTube viewers, so many so that you have turned them into subscribers and members on your channel. Multiple channels here, friends. Y'all, do you see? I hope you caught all those gems. I did. I heard Belt Loop saying that, and it's David, right?
I'm Gary.
Gary, yeah. I'm so sorry.
That's
you know okay. Who I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about our friend Cropper. Cropper was talking about you last night when we raided your channel over there from Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. Cropper was talking about you. He said, yes, I know Gary in these YouTube streets. Yes, everybody knows Belt Loop 29. And something that resonated very strongly with me that you just said is watching other content. And then you say now, I don't cook, but I do eat out. And so I'm going to turn that into content. If you don't have a pet, your neighbors do, your family members do. Video their pets.
That's right.
Do a mini interview in these YouTube streets or in your own home. Y'all capture those pets. Y'all, I saw a dog. Bless that little dog wherever he is at this moment. And I capture that content. Views through the roof on that poor mangy dog. Friends, it's all content. Leverage that. You got to leverage that, and you got to be thinking dollars and cents, and you got to be using strategic strategies. That means put those things into works. Don't just talk about it, be about it. So, y'all, let's be about it. I've got my co-host here. If you want to help me co-host, you look for that StreamYard link in the comments and join us up on panel. I'll let you continue to talk about your channel. That Look 29, you help me co-host, and I'll continue to ask you questions, and you jump in here because we all have knowledge. We are the Content Creator Collective. We, the collective, we can grow all of these channels to and through full monetization. Here we go. Let's go. When we talk about a playlist, first let's make sure everybody knows what a playlist is. A playlist is a set of videos designed for viewers to watch in order. Playlists allow you to stack those watch hours. Don't you like to stack your cash? Candy K likes to collect the money bag. And if you are like me and you want to get that bag, that's called that YouTube content creator bag. You want to be a part of the YouTube partner program, then you really do need to stack your watch hours. And friends, how do you stack your watch hours? How do you create longer viewing sessions, meaning your viewers and your subscribers are watching your content for longer amounts of times? That's what YouTube calls a watch session. When one video ends, you want another video, one of your videos, to automatically begin playing. Friends, it's called a playlist. Now, in episode 61, we talked about creating end screens. And a pro tip is to drop one of your playlists into an end screen so that you get more session time, and that will send positive signals to the YouTube algorithm. Friend, when we say the algorithm, we're talking about all the computers and all of the coding inside of those computers that determines how much YouTube is going to push your content out. And if it doesn't push, it's going to pull viewers away from your content and send them somewhere else. So if you want viewers to stick and stay on your content, playlists are the way to go. Luke 29, do you use playlists on your content, on your channel?
Yes, ma'am, I do. In fact, it's probably how I got monetized. In fact, I would guarantee you that if it hadn't been for playlist, it would have taken me a whole lot longer to get monetized. I do not have, just reading this, I do not have the autoplay set up on mine. I know it just takes a click, but I do go through, and that's what a playlist will do. It will make sure it goes from one to the next, because you click on play, play all, and then it will do that. Even if you don't have the autoplay on. I do have one issue, I guess you'd call it. I probably made way too many playlists. I would recommend, for anybody that cared about what I had to say, to keep it to just a few playlists. And I would go through, recommend, and maybe making 2 or 3 where one of them's like a 1 hour playlist, one's a 2 hour playlist, and then maybe one that is a total, all your material. And I'm assuming that since, the title of your thing was create how to do it, it seems like it was how to do it fast. That's
how to grow your watch hours fast.
Do you know, because I've got a lot of content. Now that's because I do stupid things. Some of the stuff I do is just really stupid. I did a short one time where I walked up to a rock that was halfway buried, and I said, "Oh, look, an antique rock." That was just stupid, but it still got some views, and they counted.
There you go.
But if I can keep my thoughts straight for just a minute, but I would make one that's like a composite of all your content, and I would maybe name it All My Content, or something like that. I don't think, somebody suggested Road to 4,000 or something like that. I don't like that, because that, I don't like the phrase when you're dealing with YouTube. But maybe a composite of all my live streams or all my content, which also brings me, my mind bounces from thing to thing. Um, the people are going to tell you, and just to get a few things straight, that shorts don't count for watch hours, and that's true. They don't if they go to them through the shorts menu.
Mm-hmm.
But if they go to your site, or if it's in a playlist, it will count. So even though it's kind of a minor point, because shorts only have, most of mine are between 5 seconds and 15 seconds.
Now, I must interrupt you there now, because that's another gem, friends. As a content creator, did y'all hear that? They're called shorts for a reason. Okay,
Mhm.
5 to 15 or 20 seconds, friends. That is what I learned about shorts too. Now, YouTube wants to play in your face, and they want you to create shorts that are 3 minutes long so that they can continue to pay those pennies if you ever reach monetization. Keep those shorts short. And I heard something else from my co-host. This is why I asked you all to help me co-host, because we are the Content Creator Collective. And friends, as content creators, we are better together. We can put our collective knowledge together so that everybody can win in these YouTube streets. Do y'all see all the folks who are floating in here today? We want to acknowledge our our good buddy, David, otherwise known as Cropper, in the YouTube streets. He's part of the gardening community and the homestead community himself. He resides down in Texas, and everything is bigger in Texas.
And God bless Texas. Yeah, I've known David for about as long as I've been on YouTube. He's good people.
He is,
The
and is, and is, and is. Y'all, here are some of Kenny K's 49 playlists. Yes, Kitty K has to date a 49 playlists about everything, including a playlist all 62 episodes of Shop Talk. This one is already tapped into my all episode playlist for every episode featuring Shop Talk. Y'all look in the description box of this video and you will see a link for Kenny K's playlist so you can access all 62 episodes of Shop Talk. Candy K has a playlist with all my live cook-alongs. Candy K, y'all just take a look. I've got my Vlogtober vibe. Friend, Girl Miniature. Are you familiar with that content creator, Bet Lou? Girl Miniature.
um, I may be. Sometimes I have brain farts all the time. Seems like I know if she's. I've probably seen her. What was the title of her?
Girl Miniature is what I saw. Corel, the Girl Miniature. If there's anybody, just one moment, friends, just one moment. Let me say this. We are the Content Creator Collective. And if you have been on Shop Talk before, meaning if you've been down in the comments, sharing and collaborating with other creators, sharing productively to our chat sessions, then you are a member of the collective. And I would love to host you as a co-host on our panel today. If this is your first time, then what I ask you to do is learn the ropes and stay down in the comments with us. But if there's anybody who can vouch for the Girl Miniature, she would like to come up on my panel. And if you, as a member of the Content Creator Collective, if you can vouch for her that there's not going to be any shenanigans, I'll go ahead and bring this content creator up to co-host and talk a little bit about their channel and help us to learn all that we can about creating playlists so that we can increase and get to the watch hours towards monetization. That's what it's about, monetization and beyond, and having fun. If you're not having fun as a content creator, then you are doing it wrong, and you need Shop Talk way more than I do, friends. You need to have fun as you generate revenue for your family and for your household. Welcome in, D Boss Way, and welcome Rebounding with Cheryl.
It looked like
Vicky's World. Candy K has 49 playlists. Vicky's World, can you vouch for this content creator? You're familiar with them and you know that there's not going to be any shenanigans. Hey there, Annette. Oh, look at Cropper. I was hanging out with Cropper last night, along with Tampa's Creek Homestead, and more. And there he is. There's that guy, David Corey with Crop. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk. I'm gonna bring this creator up, and because I did have another member of the collective to vouch for them. Content creator, Corel. How are you, friend? And thank you for joining us for the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. Corel,
I'm
the girl miniature. Tell us a little bit about your channel. Tell us what you do on your channel. Tell us how long you've been a content creator. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thank y'all. Good morning. Good morning. You can hear me?
Yes, we can. You're
Okay.
good to go.
Okay. I'm Carol, the girl miniature. I'm a chef that cooks miniature food. And I'm also 2 years ago, I became a gardener. That's where I met a lot of people at. And so the problem that I did playlists and I've done too many, like Gary is saying. And I've done too many playlists. I got probably about 20 playlists because
I
I
have
just thought you
49.
could have, huh?
I have 49, Corel.
Oh my goodness.
It's
See,
Carol,
that's
right?
why I'm like, I don't really know. I mean, I know what they're for, but the problem that I'm having is I go on people's lives and everything. I don't like doing lives, but I go on people's lives. I'm a miniature cook, so I don't do anything anybody else does because I really created my field.
You've got a very unique niche, Carol. And Carol, I am totally locked in, and so is JC Calamity Jane, and so many other content creators and viewers in the chat. Because when you said miniature chef, I said,
Yeah.
okay, first of all, I don't even know what that is, but I want to find out. So you will see Kendi K over there on your channel checking you out,
Thank you.
Carol.
Thank you. I heard about you last night on Tampa. And Tampa's my girl. So
Oh,
yeah. I
you
just
should have
can't
just
stay
let me
woke.
know that you were with Tampa, and I would have immediately brought you up. So glad I did. Go ahead, Carol.
I can't stay up at night, so that's the only reason I'm not there at night. But I just need help. I went to 3,600 watch hours, a couple of years ago, or a year ago, whatever. And then YouTube took my stuff because I didn't make it on time. And so now I'm back starting again, trying to get these watch hours, and I just don't know what to do.
Well, let me tell you this, friend. For one thing, you're in the right place at the right time. And for the
Okay.
second meat of the matter, you are doing what you're doing to cross-pollinate your audience with mine and with our other co-host, Belt Loop 29. Now, notice, friends,
Okay.
I am
Hey, dear.
being very strategic and intentional to keep mentioning your channel names because I want the YouTube algorithm. Y'all, you have to know that your devices are listening to you and they're watching you. So it's
Okay.
important for me to be intentional and to keep mentioning your channel name and my other
Okay.
co-host, BetLuke29, mentioning these channel names so that the algorithm will see those as positive ways to put more of your thumbnails on folks' devices. The technical name for that is called impressions. You're doing the right thing
Okay.
because folks are getting to see your personality. I didn't know what a girl miniature chef is. I'm like, what does that mean? But I'm intrigued enough to find out, and I hope that you are down in those comments dropping my keyword. Nightbot is working as our AI virtual assistant to make sure
Okay.
that you all can cross pollinate and share your channel link as many times as you want. If I were you, every
Okay.
5 minutes, I would be dropping Kendi K's keywords. They're right down in the chat. And if you don't see them, my moderators will lead you to those words. I just dropped
Okay.
mine now, right as we are up here on the panel, helping everybody to learn more about playlists. You can also still continue to drop your channel link as many times as you want. Y'all, if you
Okay.
want to check out Carol, and I love the spelling of your name, it's so unique.
Oh, thank you.
Just like your niche is unique to you and these YouTube streets. Y'all, we've got other content creators joining us. Just one moment, content creator. I'll bring you up in just one moment. Y'all, let's continue to go to the meat of the matter. We're looking at playlists and how we can use playlists to grow our channel. Kendi K has 49 playlists to date. And friends, I would tell you, Kendi K, at the age of 49, I was able to fully monetize my channel from 200 subscribers to over 1,000 subscribers in just 6 months. Y'all, I finally figured out some key strategies on YouTube. I figured out how to do that thing right. And Carol, I was just like you. I had a pound cake video.
Okay.
And it got to be 366 days old. So you know what happened. I lost all of the watch hours I had gained on that content. And friends, that's when I got real serious about my YouTube game. And I said, you know what? It's time for Kendi K to use my brain and get out here in these YouTube streets and check out reputable sources. And that's what Kendi K does. I check out the reputable sources. Kendi K gets down in those YouTube partner program policies and the community guidelines for YouTube. And I find out what we need to do and how we need to do it to help us grow these channels. And one thing I found out that YouTube highly recommends, is playlists. One, Luke 29 already said it today. It allows your content to be played automatically from one video or long format live stream to the next. Automatically. That means your content is going to play in a loop and you're going to create longer watch sessions for the viewers. Y'all, you got to start thinking like Netflix, right?
Okay.
How many of us watch Bridgerton? You got to start thinking like a boss, right? Friends, if you watch The Cosby Show, or what about, let me take some of y'all way back. Did y'all watch The Waltons?
Yeah.
My mama loves, to this day, Matlock. And I
love Matlock, yeah.
What about Little House on the Prairie?
Yep.
And what do we like to do, y'all? We like to binge watch that content in order.
Yep.
So when I tell you, create as many playlists as you can. And y'all, you want to stick and stay to the end of this hour of power, because I'm going to share some key strategies. And let me tell you, there are so many strategies. Playlists are the way to go. If you employ these strategies, and friends, episode 63 coming to you tomorrow is going to be a continuation of how to strategically use the playlist. The first thing you got to do, though, is you got to create those playlists. So let's take a look at the content, and I'll bring my co-host right back up. I want to keep things really large so that all the creators down in the collective can see what I'm talking about. Y'all, look at all the playlists Kendi K has. Fix My House, featuring another content creator. It's a collaboration. Homebody Trish. My Juicing Adventure. Kendi K has her hands in everything, including ShopTalk, coming to you every week with 3 live streamed episodes. This is our Sunday sunrise edition of ShopTalk. And friends, this is what a playlist looks like from the viewer side of things. When they click on your playlist content, I've got to bring them back up. Bring your buddy back up there, Luke 29. We want to see him on camera. Bring your buddy back up so we can see him.
Yes. Yeah, piece of sweetie. This is my
baby. Pro tip. Y'all better get y'all one of those robot dogs if you don't have a real pet, baby. Wow. Tell us what his name is, Luke.
Her name is Nikki.
Her name is Nikki. She is adorable.
She was actually named after another content creator. Like I said, I started doing this a long time ago. There was a gentleman that still has a content by the name of Al Chafe, My Backstep. He's from Newfoundland, Canada, and his wife, very sweet lady. I know she's had some physical stuff, brain lesions on her brain and what have you. I've been wondering how, but her name was Nikki. Well, or Nicole. And so, I'm sorry, I get into these stories. But Nikki, she tended to be a bit, I suspect it's because of her medical condition, tended to be a little bit of an airhead. And and I don't mean that in a derogatory term. I just mean that, she thought, for example, that's irrelevant. She's a sweet lady. And Nikki, on the back of her on the back of her ears, just along the outside, has what almost could be described as wings, so that she could refill her head just by flapping her ears, right? And so, anyhow, and so Nikki has this on the back of her ears. So she was, Eddie, I got her from Eddie, Devil Dog. And he named her Nikki, and we just kept the name. So she's a sweet dog, and he gave me pick of the litter when I lost my Lulabelle. And so sorry, I ramble. Anyhow, her name's Nikki, and she's a sweet, sweet dog. And she was named after Nikki. Let's see, Nicole. I don't remember her channel name. I don't even think she has material up anymore. But the several of our Devil Dog has once a year he'll have a litter of Bostons, and so I've gotten 2 years in a row I got dogs from him, and so anyhow, sorry.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for introducing us to your cute dog, Nikki. And what type of dog is Nikki? Because I know the Content Creator Collective and viewers want to know.
She is a Boston Terrier.
She is gorgeous. Okay.
She's very sweet.
She is adorable. That's going to be a great short, y'all. You're going to see a short. You're going to see Belt Loop 29 and Nikki, along with Kendi K and my other co-host. You're going to see us in future content. Friends, it's the name of the game. Cross-pollinating. Whoever is watching your channel right now, Carol, and other content creators, whoever is watching your content right now, you've got to grow your audience. So you're doing the right thing. Get over to safe spaces like ShopTalk with 3 live stream episodes a week with live creator Q&A. And we've got another new creator, Vicky's World to Moms, that I just recently subscribed to, has a question for the Creator Collective. I am new to YouTube. So what, friends, is a long form video? Which one of my co-hosts would like to answer that for Vicky's World to Moms?
I'll be glad to. That's fine.
Go ahead.
In YouTube videos, there's different formats, one of which is called a short. Typically, a short is like, the vertical. Also, you might want to think of it as the vertical. In order to be considered a short, though, it has to be under 3 minutes long. The longer format is really going to be your widescreen format, 16:9 format, and even if it is short, like you can have a longer format that's just as short as a short, as far as length is concerned. 10 seconds. You could have a widescreen, but it's considered, because it's reached from a different menu, and because it's reached from for that matter, even on somebody's homepage, it will be in a different location than the shorts. It's just a widescreen format, 16:9 format.
Absolutely. I think I have a visual. Thank you for talking. Carol, anybody, would you like to add to that? Do you have any clarity to add to that for this content creator, Vicky's World to Moms? Somebody has on. So make sure all the other tabs are closed. There you go. Go ahead, Carol.
Okay. Well, with long form, I thought it had to be like 8 minutes, but 8 to 10 minutes, but I don't know. I know since I do long form, but since I'm a miniature, my videos for long form for me is like 5-6 minutes, something like that. Because I do regular videos with cooking and I show my face, but on other videos I just do them with my hand and you don't see my face at all. So I mean, it just depends on what kind of content you have.
Yes,
I guess that's what it is.
Now, friends, so everything that these creators, thank you, Carol, and thank you, Belt Loop. Everything that these creators are sharing is absolutely true. Okay. All the things, and I would make the correction if I heard one, but I did not hear any misinformation. Friends, but let me add this little caveat to the situation. As a fully monetized channel, friends, I took my channel from a little over 200 subscribers to fully monetized at the age of 49 in just 6 months.
What?
Using these strategies. So I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. And Kitty K has been getting a YouTube check every month. Every check has been larger than the last. And friends, I want everyone to get YouTube is much more fun when you're getting a YouTube check every 30 days.
I know
So
that's
watch
right.
this here. Long format videos are videos that ads can be attached to after monetization. So Bell Loop said, friends, don't give your shorts that are 3 minutes long under shorts. You should have them as vertical long format videos. Upload them as a long format video, even if it's just 3 minutes, shorter than 8 minutes. But the reason why Carol and I both are mentioning 8 minutes is because it's at the 8-minute mark that once you become monetized, YouTube can attach ads to the beginning of your content, to the end of your content, and straight down the middle, and you can get those YouTube checks. Y'all, you need to try to level your game up. So, Carol, here's another pro tip for you and other content creators. If most of your videos are 6 minutes long, friend, what you need to do is you need to repurpose those things and put a little short at the beginning and put a little short at the end, or add 2 shorts at the end, and bam, you're up to 8 minutes. And now that thing is ready to go when you get monetized. You start thinking like a boss. Start thinking and perceiving yourself, content creators, as a fully monetized channel. I applaud you, Carol, for coming to the stage so that you can grow your channel. Friends, you're not going to grow by staying in the same circle of viewers and subscribers. They're already locked into your content. You've got to create a larger pond and look for some bigger fish out there so that you can cross-pollinate your content with yours. Carol says that she is a mini chef, right?
Yeah.
Candy K does lots of cooking. Candy K did a mega New Year's Day soul food live stream where I cooked all of my favorite foods just in time for New Year's Day. 6 hours, and some 3,400 folks that have streamed through and watched that content later. Candy K is sitting on a whole lot of watch hours, Carol. But you too, you're a chef. So Candy K is just a home cook focusing on 5 ingredients or less. Sounds like Carol's got me beat, but we have other viewers and subscribers who want to see cooking content. So that's how we can cross-pollinate. I want as many friends as possible to connect with this courageous content creator named Carol. Y'all check her out. She's going to keep dropping her link down in the chat. Y'all, we've got another content creator, and I want to make sure that I celebrate one of our top commenters in these YouTube streets is Kyle Vlogs. Welcome in, Kyle.
Welcome in, Kyle.
Hey.
Kyle, tell us a little bit about your channel, Kyle Vlog.
I am not able to type in the chat at the moment because I got timed out for 24 hours by YouTube. Just a heads up.
Okay, so just tell us about your channel. Thank you for being here as a co-host, Kyle.
No problem. My channel is about traveling and education. And speaking of traveling, I got back from a cruise about a couple months ago, and it was amazing.
Oh, good.
I just uploaded an aquarium video part 2 the other day, and Candy K, oh my god, she was going crazy in the comments section.
Yes, I'm locked in with Kyle's content. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Highly recommend. Kyle is always traveling, y'all. Check him out, and for sure, for real, check out his live space launch captured live at night from Florida. That's the type of content that Kyle Vlog brings to you.
Is someone willing to drop my link for me since I'm not able to do it right now?
Moderators, cool. Would you drop Kyle Vlog's link for us? Drop Kyle Vlog's link. We want to welcome in Barry Walking Exercise because y'all, Barry celebrated a birthday. You're absolutely welcome. Barry celebrated a birthday today. I've been popping you up on the screen there, Barry. Y'all, so many content creators and so many friends. What you should know about shorts and your long format videos, y'all, the YouTube algorithms, y'all. The coding involved with the YouTube algorithm. It operates shorts on one server, and then it operates and deals with long format content separately, very separately. They are not intertwined. So, y'all, your shorts are reaching one audience, and your long format videos are being served in an entirely different way and grouped in an entirely different way by the YouTube supercomputers that are, in fact, the algorithm, and they determine how YouTube pushes out your content. So keep that in mind as you level up, as you get real serious about getting monetized in 2026,
Mm-hmm.
as you get real serious about becoming fully monetized in a 365-day period, friends, that clock is tick, 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 tick.
Mm-hmm.
Friends, you've got to focus on your long format videos and your live streams. Those shorts are cute. They will get you subscribers. You will get lots of views. But until you get real serious about creating long format content, and I suggest you work on getting it to 8 minutes. Y'all, if your content now is at 4 minutes, hey, just repeat. You want to tell them, you want to start your videos, tell them what you're going to teach them, what they're going to see today. And if you're just going to see shenanigans, then tell us just that. Y'all, I spent 2 hours with Tampa's Creek, Homestead and More, and Cropper, and JC Calamity Jane, and so many other fabulous content creators. We were just crafting, and Kendy K didn't have a craft ready. So do you know what Kendy K put out?
What?
Shenanigans. Kendy K focused on shenanigans. Kendy K said, look here. Look, I got a 2-for-1. Look at it. Movable eyes, and bam. I gave him glow in the dark. Kendy K turned off
Somebody
all
became
the
a
lights.
wonder.
Friends, it's all content. It's all content. It's all shenanigans. Yes, on a Saturday night, that's all Kenny K could do. Because you see, I had trouble getting up this morning trying to do shop talk.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just became
And
a
watching
member.
the shenanigans in the evening hours. I want to thank Poetic Tears for becoming a member of Kendy K's group.
Ah.
Welcome in, content creator. Welcome in. Thank you for being the newest member of Kendy K's crew, friends, and it's crew with a K. Friends, I'm going back. I'm going way back to the meat of the matter so that you all can help me to talk about all of this great content concerning. Thank you for the question, Vicky's mom of 2 boys. Thank you to that new creator, very, very new creator in these YouTube streets. Y'all check out that content coming from Vicky's World. I hope I have that right, y'all. She's putting her link down in the chat, and let's get back so that we can finish up this sunrise edition of Shop Talk.
Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, friend.
Okay. With my content, since I've been a mentor cooking, I started, like I said, 2 years ago doing gardening. But the thing is, my miniature people are coming to see me cook miniature. And then I added that gardening. So I don't know if it should be 2 channels. Should I make that 2 channels? But the stuff that I made in my garden, I produce in my garden, I'm cooking it because I have miniature food.
So they go together. They go together. If you're trying to reach monetization, what you should not do at this moment is split your content up. You need all that content and all those watch hours. And so that's why you need playlists. You need playlists about your miniature garden creations, food creations, and then you need another separate playlist about gardening. So that the folks who want to watch just you cooking the food, they can watch that playlist. And then the friends who want to watch you doing the gardening, they can watch that playlist. And then the friends who want to say, well, let me see what she does with this gardening and how she uses it to level up her food creation content. Blend it all together. That's another playlist. I would not, my recommendation as a fully monetized channel is not to split them up just yet, because you are just like me, too small and too new, because you're still trying to get to initial and then full monetization as quickly as possible. Because of the profound results I am seeing with my Shop Talk content, I plan in 2026 to separate this content into its own channel, but not right now, because I need all of these watch hours. Y'all, watch hours become even more important. They're just as important even after full monetization.
Okay.
So I need to keep all these watch hours on this one channel. That's another reason why Candy K has so many playlists, because some of my folks are not content creator. In fact, a lot of my viewers are not content creators. They're just good humans in this world. YouTube is a global platform. It's a global platform. And one thing about it, there's always somebody up waiting to watch your content. So put your content by different one subject per playlist, friends. Y'all, let's get back into it so that we can help everybody learn more about this. But y'all join me for episode 63. It's going to be an advanced episode with more key strategies after we learn today how to create those playlists. Y'all, I'm going to roll these rather fast because I promise this is an hour of power. We started a little bit late, and my co-host, if you need to click away, or if you need to put your video on without your camera, if you need to turn your camera off for a moment, do what you need to do, because I'm out here. We've got so many content creators who are assembled. Thank you to each and every one of you for investing in yourself as a content creator and helping us to shop talk everything we need to know to use create playlists to grow our watch hours fast in 2026. Here we go. We're back at it, friends. This is one. If you've got your smartphone, if you've got a camera available, take a picture of this. Here are the step-by-step instructions to create a playlist for your content. Somebody has some audio open. Would you make sure that you have all of your other audio muted? I think we solved it. Thank you so much, y'all. Let me leave that up for another 5 seconds. Please do a screen capture or take a quick photo with your smartphone so that you have these step-by-step instructions to create a playlist.
Can I ask a question, Cindy?
Yes, absolutely. Co-host, go ahead.
And I'm sorry, I just can't tell from the what you've got up here.
My visual.
Yeah, from your visual, and there is a really, because a lot of us have multiple videos up. I've got over, I don't know, 1,500 on my main channel. Do you
love that?
And maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to save that for next time, but there is a way to go through and add everything rather than going to each video. There is a way to put everything on your playlist at one time rather than going to each video and adding it specifically to the playlist. You know, would you like me to show you how to? I mean, you may already know how to do it.
I do, and we're taking it slow. This is the beginner. Tomorrow, episode 63 is going to be those advanced strategies, and I don't want to overwhelm folks because y'all, this is our Sunday sunrise. But you're absolutely right, Belt Loop. We've got to learn those key ways to save us time, because do you need more time as a content creator? Y'all, that is one of our most valuable but limited resources, time, that factor of time. Belt Loop is trying to save us some time. We're going to put that in tomorrow's episode, part 2 of using and creating playlists. And friends, this is how, go ahead.
I was just saying, make sure y'all don't miss that, because that is going to save y'all a ton of time. Candy's here helping y'all out. You know, make it a point to do what you do, but, you know, pay attention. That's all.
I know that's right. Pay attention. Friends, I am going to go into YouTube Studio because I want you to see exactly how to create a playlist on using your content. Friends, I've got to pull a couple of things down so that I can go in and we can be live on Candy K's channel so that I can show you what that looks like step by step. And again, stay with us tomorrow for the part 2, which is the more advanced. This is the beginner-friendly version of creating a playlist and adding some of your content, your long format videos. Focus on your long format videos and your live streams and putting them into a playlist by topic. Friends, here we go. Let me share my screen here.
All right, I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted to say, hello.
No worries. Thank you for joining us. I enjoyed you. Y'all check out Belt Loop, and Belt Loop, you're free to stay down in that chat and continue to chat up, and thank you for joining us. I appreciate you co-hosting. When you come co-host with Candy K, you're going to see that I'm going to put you right in my description box. I'm going to add links to all of your channels, Belt Loop, and to Carol and to Kyle Vlogs. Thank you to my co-hosts who have chimed in to support me in this stream this morning. Y'all, I am now looking at the desktop version of YouTube Studio for my channel. Go to studio.youtube.com. Y'all, friends, you got to move outside. You can do a lot of things through this YouTube Studio app on your smartphone. But if you really want to reach and utilize all of the workings of YouTube Studio the way that YouTube intended for you to get information as a content creator, you need to use the full desktop edition that you open using a browser. So using a browser, go to studio.youtube.com, log in for your channel, and this is what you see on Candy K's channel. Let me make that really large so that friends can see that. Let me go to a better view of that. I think this will work for us better. Okay, friends. So what I would do, give me just one moment here. So friends, so we're in YouTube Studio for Candy K's channel. Candy K is going to click on content, and then you'll be able to see all of the content on my channel, my videos, my shorts, my live streams, my posts, and all of my 49 playlists. So we're already here on my live streams. So suppose I want to put some of the content, and y'all, it's Crafting with Candy K, featuring friends and Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. I've already dropped in the description box, added as many of the content creators as I could down in my description box, but now Candy K wants to put them into a playlist. Y'all, here is, in fact, the step-by-step. Friends, here is the step-by-step. This is what I mean. So content, you go to your video or to your live streams. That's what you want to focus about putting into playlists so that folks can binge watch your content in order and play it automatically. One video, one of your videos to the next. Click on those three dots. And friends, click on those three dots, and I'm going to actually go back and just click here so that I can edit. And then friends, I'm going to go all the way down. See, look at my description box. There's my title. We were hosted by Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. Do you see how I honored that content creator by putting her name in the title of this video?
Yeah.
And I will tell you, y'all, I even optimized it further because I did have her name right here after Candy K. I had Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. That's the name of her channel, and friends, but it was defaulting and putting that on the second line. So I wanted it all out there first. So I just zhushed it over and put friends and Tampa's Creek Homestead and more, because that's a really long channel name.
Okay.
If you're trying to curate your channel, keep it as short as possible, right? So friends can find you quickly. And friend, here's my description box. And look, there's David Corey with Crop 8686. And it's no wonder because he is here today for this episode of Shop Talk. Look, I've got JC Calamity Jane and I've got J3GS, 3 generations of farming. And y'all, he has some great honey and organic honey because he is a beekeeper and a farmer. Love his channel. So y'all, you want to go down there. Here's my thumbnail. I made my own thumbnail after the fact, y'all. It could use some help, but hey, it's drawing people in. I've already got views, over 300 views on this content from just last night. And I told y'all saw my little silly pumpkin that I got at the Dollar Tree. Got me 300 views. Just Friends, it is not that hard. Y'all, please make sure you're having fun in these YouTube streets. If you're not having fun, you're doing YouTube the wrong way. So friends, you just click on that little button. Add your stream to one or more playlists. YouTube is telling you the pro tips right there, y'all. Add your content, your videos, and your long format lives. Your long format videos and your live streams to one or more playlists. Y'all focus on more playlists than just one. So put them in as many playlists as you can. So this is Candy K Live. It was a live stream, so I'm always going to drop things into Candy K Live. I'm going to put it in car chats, and conversations, which means Candy K can just be talking about anything and everything, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Anything, anytime I'm just talking about anything, randomness, I put it in car chats and conversations because you never know what might come out my mouth or what you might see in those videos. I'm hoping that will make you check out that playlist of mine. And then y'all take a look at all the other playlists that I have.
Wow.
I now have ShopTalk Minis, which are quick vertical videos on demand, featuring all of my ShopTalk content. Candy K has a beginner's guide to Kwanzaa from last month. Candy K stays in an airplane, traveling in the United States and abroad. Catch out my travel vlog. It's called Up and Away with Candy K. Candy K turned 50 in October. So I've got my 50 Salt, Health, and Content Creation Challenge. Candy K shops at Sam's Club and Costco. So I've got Costco shopping with Candy K, and I've got Sam's Club shopping with Candy K. Candy K has her official playlist for members of Candy K's crew, and that should be crew with a K. I've got to make that correction there. Candy K has Meal Prep Mondays, where I do batch cooking and meal prep. To help me save time, Candy K took a cruise back in October as part of my 50th birthday adventure. Candy K has a whole Instapot playlist. And friends, I can search for a playlist because now I have 49 of them. Candy K even has a calm playlist. Friends, my calm content is all my content where there is no amount of Candy K talking, and it's just Candy K washing dishes, doing routine things around the house. Maybe some soft music playing, but what you won't hear is Candy K doing a whole lot of talking. It's called my calm playlist. Candy K celebrated the 4th of July with a banger weekend, and I showed you everything that I did. And friends, you can always create a new playlist by clicking on down there at the bottom. Click on New Playlist, title it as you want, and then click on Create. Are there any questions from the co-host or from the Content Creator Collective in the chat? Let me know.
Nope. I got you. Thank you.
Yes. Gemini Diva says that playlists are the truth. Thank you, Gemini Diva. I'm going to let it hover there. Cropper says, Candy K, are you a Scorpio? No, Candy K. Candy K is a Libra, October. Candy K is a Libra. Yes, Cropper. Candy, see, I told y'all it was shenanigans last night. Candy K is 50 and fabulous. Hashtag and fabulous. Drop that in the chat for me.
That's right.
Kitty K loves to laugh. Now, Kitty K comes real matter of factual when we at ShopTalk, right? Because I'm trying to bring you an hour of power. I'm trying to help creators, y'all. We are the Content Creator Collective, and y'all, I want y'all to get these YouTube checks because y'all, truth be told, we are spending too much time in these YouTube streets playing around. It is time for you to level up. Get your YouTube checks, friends. It's time to get that YouTube check. 2026 is going to be the year that you become a fully monetized content creator. Okay. Y'all, I need you to speak that out of your mouth. Right. 2026 is my year to become a fully monetized content creator. Right. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's my friend in these YouTube streets. It is the homesteader herself and member of the GLP-1 community. Y'all, she is on a health and wellness lifestyle journey. Friends, she is a wife. She is a daughter. She has a sister. I'm learning more and more about this content creator. And y'all, she does chicken life. Y'all, I did not even know that I had such a profound love for chickens, real chickens. Cluck, cluck. So JC Jane did a 48-hour watch power. Yes, 48 hours live chicken feed, and we delivered 5 baby chicks. Praise the Lord.
Ooh.
Praise the Lord, y'all. Her chickens are lovely. They are lovely. So y'all check in with JC Calamity J, and y'all, she has just the shade that she has thrown in love to Cropper. Be sure that you have a canned food crock pot meal in honor of Cropper, baby. Kendy K cannot vouch for that. But y'all check out Kendy K's my Instapot meals, which is my electric pressure cooker. I have a whole playlist on how to utilize it. If you got an Instapot for Christmas, y'all drop in the chat, and you probably need my Instapot playlist more than you think you know. We want to shout out Poetic Tears, friend. Thank you, crew member, for being a member of Kitty K's crew for 2 months. Shout out. Y'all, you want to connect. Y'all check the join button for all of the details to become a member of Kitty K's crew, friends, because every month we have a cash prize wheel in the form of a cash app, and it's only available to the members of Kendy K's crew. And y'all, in December, that prize wheel got boosted, and one lucky member of Kendy K's crew, it's on the other side of 50. She won $50 cash.
Ooh.
Friends, click on the join button if you're interested in becoming a member of Kendy K's crew. Y'all, one thing about Kendy K, you're not going to spend your hard-earned money on Kendy K's channel without it bringing value to you. Yep, that thing got boosted. It boosted by $10, and then it kept boosting by $5 at a time. And we topped out. Once it hits the payout, it had topped out at $50. Y'all, if that thing had kept going, we would just keep going. That train would just keep going. Y'all, that's what we do in these YouTube streets. I want to thank the members who invest in my channel. And at this moment, all the revenue goes straight back into the channel, including to my members themselves. So y'all consider becoming a member of Kendy K's crew, and it's crew with a K. In the spirit of the New Orleans Mardi Gras and the New Orleans social clubs, we let the good times roll. Friends, let's get back into it. I've got to switch over in just one moment. So would you tell me, please, Carol, tell us a little bit more about this micro cooking and you being a chef. I want folks to know who you are so that they'll come over and check out your channel.
Okay. So I started cooking. My father was a chef. And so I started cooking at age like about 5. I was his the sous chef. Mm-hmm. And so I've been cooking ever since then. And so what I want to do is open up my own miniature restaurant and to give back, because I used to go to, I live in Chicago. So I used to go to the Water Tower place. And, you know, they have
the Water Tower place. I've been there many times. Yes.
And so the American Girl dolls thing is there. They're a little store. And we went there like once a month. And so all my nieces and nephews and stuff, we used to go, and they wanted to go into the American Girls and actually have a party, but we didn't have money for that. So I wanted to give back to the community. If I open up my shop, I'm going to make sure that everybody can come in and, you know, whether you're poor or not, and come in and have a party and, you know, eat at my restaurant and go home with the prize. So that's why I want to open it. So I can cook anything. I'm allergic to fish though, but I can cook anything. So just come on over. I cook everything and anything on my channel, and I love cooking. So yeah, that's it.
It looks like folks already know you in these YouTube streets. I see Cropper is vouching for you. Carol said you are hilariously funny. So now I know. Now I know. And you're from Chicago too. I'm from the Midwest. So I love that. Friend.
Okay.
You're about to see a whole lot of Kendy K.
There you go. You're
about to see a whole lot of Kendy K. Yes, Big Boss Lady T. Kendy K can see your chat. Y'all, Kendy K is running 2 live streams. I've got a landscape live stream.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. This is landscape mode, like on your television. Okay.
Okay.
Mode. Okay. And this is vertical, like on your cell phone. This is vertical, up and down. Okay. And I am running both simultaneously. Okay. So I'm using the Mars feature. Okay. And it's the multiple aspect ratio system. Okay. It allows me, so I am trying to manage all the thousands upon thousands who are in that chat as members of the Content Creator Collective. Thank you all for being here, especially you, Big Boss Lady T. Yes, come on, red dress, Big Boss Lady T. Friends, so it takes a moment. There's a little bit of delay because it's bringing over all of your chat comments from the vertical live if you're watching on a cell phone, and it's also bringing those folks over who are watching on their computers, their tablets, their iPads, and televisions, is bringing them all together for me. And so it takes me a little bit longer to get down through it. And the meat of the matter is we're talking everything about playlists. So thank you, Carol, for sharing more about your channel. So you're going to watch. Please come back to Shop Talk and tell us how many subscribers you gained. Because y'all, when you get over there to Carol, let her know you saw her on Kendi K's Shop Talk.
That's right. That's right.
Please do that.
Tap in here.
Big Boss Lady T says, Kitty K, I'm gonna need you to teach me how to do that. It's coming, friend. It's gonna be another one of the advanced series. So there are a lot of content creators who have been in the YouTube streets for a minute. They've already been creating playlists. They need a little bit something else. So if you're interested in this Mars feature so that you could offer 2 streams, why would you offer 2 streams, Kenny K? I am so glad you asked, because you want to optimize your content for the viewers' enjoyment. Okay. It allows you to optimize for the viewer's enjoyment. So if you're watching on a TV and you have 2 big black bars on either side and it's really, really small, you're in the wrong stream. Go back out and hit the other one that looks just like this one, like this stream today. Kendi K's big yellow thumbnail with her face in the middle. Choose the other one and you'll be on the right stream for your television.
Okay.
So that might help some folks. And I put up the visual earlier, but I want to keep rolling along so that we can get down through these comments. So yes, my friend, Big Boss Lady T, we see you. And it's our good friend, y'all. It's Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more, y'all. It's a 10 out of 10 for Kendi K. That's why I am subscribe. Kendi K highly recommends Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. Friends, if you want a good time, check out Tampa's Creek, Homestead, and more. JC Calamity Jane says the viewers do want to chat with each other, so I hope that's the next version of Mars. Yes. So I've been prompting because now that I do Shop Talk and I talk a lot about content creation and how to be strategic to grow your channel to full monetization in 2026. If that's you, I need you to drop that in the chat so that everyone knows who you are. But you're right. There are some things that they're still working on, and they've got to get that interface, bringing all the chats together in a more succinct way so that folks don't say, hey, is the creator, is Kendi K seeing my comments? That is a very known issue. And so we acknowledge that. But thank you. Give me time. And I got you up there, Big Boss Lady T. Welcome, friends. You know we're friends, Big Boss Lady too. But y'all check out. We got to check out Big Boss Lady T. See where she was going. Dress. I hope you've got some content out there about that. Tampa's Creek says she's got her editing hat on this morning, but she is listening in. Thank you for joining us. This is Shop Talk, and we are the Content Creator Collective. Friends, I'm going to keep rolling along, and let me get this up a full screen so that everyone can see it. Y'all, you got to be strategic as you create these playlists. Y'all, YouTube tells us to create more playlists. Put your content into multiple playlists. That's thinking like a boss. That's how you level up, friends. That's how you become a fully monetized channel. Because be honest with yourself as a content creator. You did it the way you thought you were supposed to do it. And did it get you to initial or full monetization? So now please hear me. Listen to Kendi K and so many other safe spaces. I'm not the only safe space, but I do bring you live creator Q&A so that you can ask questions in the moment. Big Boss Lady T is giving us some clarification. She said, oh, Kendi K, it's an old number, but baby, it looks like it's got some good miles and some good memories on it. But yes, that red dress, I can tell that is that red dress for you. Absolutely. Michelle's mirror. Hey, Michelle. How are you, friend? Michelle says that she is looking to level up and become a monetized creator in 2026. I'm with your friend. I see that's what you got to do, Big Boss Lady T. Yeah, we're going to work hard in these YouTube streets, but I hope that you're laughing a lot and you're enjoying the ride. I hope that as a content creator, you continue to maintain a mindset, a growth mindset. Y'all drop that in the chat. # growth mindset. That means being in a posture of expectation. Yes, I believe that I can, and I'm going to put the steps in motion. And you've already done that because you're here today for this Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective, and we're here talking shop today about all we need to know about playlists so that we can grow our watch hours and get to initial and then full monetization and beyond. Continue to have that growth mindset. Y'all treat it like a playlist. Treat it like all the episodes. Y'all, you see it. CSI, Little House on the Prairie, The
Yep.
Waltons, The Cosby Show. Friends,
Yep.
all of the network television, they have everything in a playlist. That's what your content needs to be, in a playlist. One topic per playlist, please. One topic. We don't want to confuse the algorithm. One topic per playlist. Just create another playlist and put that same content into a new playlist. Y'all, here's an opportunity as we come down from this place, because remember, we are continuing this conversation and the strategic strategies you can employ. Once you create the playlist, I've got to tell you how to employ them strategically so that you can just be like me with a little over 200 subs.
Wow.
And in 6 months, at the age of 49, I was a young tenderoni then, y'all.
That's right.
At the age of 49, Candy K became a fully monetized content creator in just 6 months, and only with my iPhone 15 Pro Max.
What?
I don't have any fancy equipment. Yeah. I have a ring light. I'm real fancy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm real fancy. And Candy K has been getting a YouTube check now. In January, I will get my 6th YouTube check. Let the Content Creative Collective say, yes, Candy K.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Here we go. Friends, let's look at the visual, because I want to show you one of my Christmas playlists. I have my Vlogmas, which was my Christmas content playlist, but then Kitty K created a separate playlist just for Kwanzaa, which begins on December 26th, the day after Christmas. And friends, I'm just starting to build this playlist out. I started off with a bang with Kwanzaa Day 1, and it's kind of a bit of tradition, cultural, learning about my culture as a Black woman in America, and Emoja, the first principle of Kwanzaa. And so here's that video. It's a 13-minute video, almost 14 minutes long, telling all of those things. Y'all look at that thumbnail down there in the red box near the bottom of this visual. Look at that beautiful thumbnail. And friends, the click-through rate on that thumbnail. The click-through rate. That means how many times out of every 100 views, every 100 times that the YouTube algorithm put my thumbnail on a viewer's device, be it their television, their smartphone, their computer, how many times did the viewer click? Y'all drop it in the chat. Which one of those click-through rates do you think I achieved on this thumbnail?
Okay.
6.4%, 8.2%, or 10% of the time? It's how many times out of 100 did viewers all over this world see Candy K's thumbnail and click on that content from my playlist on Kwanzaa? So let's drop those in the chat. Thank you all for being with me. 8.2% of the time. That means 8 out of 10 times. That's a high click-through rate. That's good stuff. Carol says 10% of the time. Click-through rate is always a percentage, y'all. It's always a percentage. How many times out of 100? And y'all, it's not very plausible that 100% of the time folks would click on your content. When we talk about a percent is always out of 100. So these percents are out of 100, 6.4% out of 100%, 8.2%. But how many times out of 10 did a person click on Candy K's content? Michelle Mears says 8.2% of the time. Gemini Diva says 8.2% of the time. Big Boss Lady says 8.2% 2% of the time. Oh my goodness, it's Real Journal Talk with V. Y'all, I had a great journaling session yesterday. What a very calm experience. Oh my gosh, it's a vibe. It's a 10 out of 10 for Kendi K. I highly recommend Real Journal Talk with V. She had a great journaling session. It was a live session, just a great ambiance over there. Check out Real Journal Talk with V. It's a 10 out of 10 for Kendi K, and I highly recommend. And the answer is no, friends. I do not give everyone's channel a 10 out of 10. Only those that you hear me say. Those are the only ones I give a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Friends, I am very proud to say that the click-through rate on this thumbnail, and notice, because I had such a high click-through rate, up in the upper left-hand corner of this visual, you're going to see my playlist. I use virtually the same thumbnail as the playlist thumbnail for the whole playlist because it performed so well on the individual video. I just added one of my art pieces from the house, because it's that the name of that art piece in the lower left-hand corner is called A Family That Prays Together Stays Together, featuring a folk artist out of the Midwest, Carlos. So I'll do a little video on that as part of this Kwanzaa series as I finish up my videos for the series, friends. But I'm proud to say that I had all of these click-through rates in the short amount of time. Y'all, today is just January 4th. In the short amount of time, I have achieved all of these click-through rates on this thumbnail.
Wow.
It resonated so loudly with viewers and they saw it on their devices. Y'all, it started out immediately with a 10% click-through rate. And it was because I uploaded this new content on the first day of Kwanzaa. It just worked well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, y'all, it features Kendi K's mommy, Kendi K, and my sister. Friends, it features the Kenora, which is the candelabra for the 7 days, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. It features some of Kendi K's beef pot roast cropper. Here's a beef pot roast with all the trimmings, not canned foods. No canned foods here. Cropper. It features that platter that speaks to family, and those are all of some of the core principles of Kwanzaa. And friends, it dipped a little bit down to 8.2%. But then, friends, I came right back, and Kendi K added Kwanzaa days 2 and 3. And we talk about those Swahili principles. I teach you how to pronounce each of the principles, and we talk about what they mean to me and my family. Right now, friends, we have gotten a little bit away. Kwanzaa ended on January the 1st. We're now on January 4th, but Kendi K still has a click-through rate of 6.4% on that content. Friends, that is utterly amazing. If you are a new content creator, when you look at your analytics, Kyle, did I just hear you ring in there, Kyle? Friends, when you have a click-through rate, check your YouTube analytics for your content. And if you see a click-through rate of 2%, that is considered good. That means 2 out of 10 people are looking at your content because they like your thumbnail and the title that goes with it. You might have click-through rates as a new and small content creator of 1.7%, 1.3%. That means you're getting there. That means you're getting there. That means you're creating thumbnails that make folks want to click and watch. But friends, I am starting to get into those bigger numbers like the big YouTubers are seeing as click-through rates on their content. Friends, I even achieved for about 8 or 10 hours a 10% click-through rate. That means every person, 10 out of 10 people who saw my thumbnail clicked on it. They wanted to see more. Friends, I'm super excited. I just want to tell you, y'all, please, it's important. Keep a growth mindset out there. Be willing to learn. Be willing to make adjustments in real time so that you can improve your content. Friends, we're winding down here. We'll catch it all up in episode 63 of Shop Talk. But Carol and Kyle Vlogs, Carol, tell us what we can expect on your channel for this week. Do you have any videos that you're working on? Do you have any live streams coming up? What can we expect from your channel?
Well, you can expect, I know one video I'm already up on. I have 4 videos that I'm trying to edit if the editing system will let me get through. But yeah, I know it's going to be 1 to 2 videos that I try to put out a week. and then I cut them up into shorts, so it'll be shorts too. And I'm over at TikTok. Well, all the things. Are you on all the things too?
I am not. Kendi K, when I tell you, friends, I started my YouTube channel at the age of 48. Uploaded my
Okay.
first video in January 2024, the last week of January 2024. It was my New Year's resolution in 2024 to start a YouTube channel. And I did not want to get through the month of January and not have started my YouTube channel. So I did the last week of January 2024. When a whole year didn't even have 100 subscribers.
What?
I was doing it all wrong. I was probably doing it like the way that you all were doing it, just bumbling along. Thinking,
Yep.
hey, if I put out one video a week, and then I'd get that video done, and then Kendi K would just be twisting and turning in the real streets, working her full-time job, and it would be another 6 or 8 weeks, maybe 4 weeks before I created another long format video.
Wow.
Friends, I did not even go live for the first time until March of 2025 of this year, 2025.
Wow. What?
I did not go live for the first time until March of 2025. Or was it April, y'all, of 2025?
Oh, you just like you naturally go live and talk.
Kendi K, one thing about it, the more you talk on YouTube, the more money you stand to generate for your channel.
Oh.
And for my budget and for my life. Kendi K has a kid in college. Kendi K has a 20-year-old in college. And friends, I got a tuition bill every month.
See?
Along with mortgages. Big Boss Lady T is wondering more about how she finds the click-through rate for her content. It's found down in YouTube Studio, but you've got to use the full desktop edition of YouTube Studio by accessing it through a browser, going outside the app in order to see all of these key analytics that I'm talking about. I'll make sure to put a link in the chat so that you can see some of my previous information about finding that click-through rate and what it means, how to read that key analytic for your content. Friends, so what else are you doing for this week, Carol?
Putting out a couple of videos and then the shorts and placing it everywhere. And also I'm gonna hook up with JC. And I'm gonna try to do a live. I hate doing lives. I'm gonna try to do a live. You know what it is?
What's holding you back? What's holding you back?
I am a procrastinator. So the thing is, in order to do my videos, I take one day to just collect the items, and I don't know if I make my props too, most of them. So if I had to make the props and everything, and then I do it, but I am a procrastinator to the end. So I'm trying.
Same. I'm guilty as well. I'm a procrastinator too. Carol, you said the word props. What do you mean? The collective needs to know what you mean when you say props. As
I make the tables that I do my little miniatures on. I don't make the pots. I make the tables. I make a lot of the props are there, the beds and stuff like that. I make a lot of the stuff too. It's so I would go one whole day. I need to know what I'm gonna do, what video. Then I got to make the bags for everything. I got to make every food item has to be cut down to miniature. So I create a lot of it. And then I have to set up the next day to do it. Then I do the video. Video for me is about 2 hours to do. And then I have to edit it, which will take me about 6-7 hours. So that's why I put out maybe 2 videos a week. It's a lot of work.
2 videos. I'm so glad you said the number. So you're doing some things right, Carol. Keep doing them.
Okay.
2 is the minimum number of long format videos and or live streams. Carol has admitted she doesn't like to be a live streamer. Carol, I will tell you though, that is the key way that I was able to grow my channel from a little over 200 subscribers to fully monetized in 6 months.
Okay.
Is by doing live streams. So before that, what did I do? Kendi K did a whole bunch of long format videos. And as long as they're 8 minutes or longer, all of those, you can toggle them on all at the same time. And y'all, what a feeling that was for me late in July when I was able to toggle that thing on and turn all of my videos on for monetization. Ads rolling. Kendi K getting revenue. Big Boss Lady T asks this, Kendi K, do you have a folder for your thumbnails? Kendi K uses all anything that's free, Candy K is leaned into it. And so, friends, Google is what brings us to YouTube. Google is the search engine for the world, friends. So please use your Google email account and the free drive space associated with. Candy K will put all the content for this episode of Shop Talk and this whole watch hour series that I'm creating. I'm building out a multi-series watch hour series for 2026, especially for new and small content creators. I'm putting all these things together so that you have all of these things in a crispy playlist so that you can watch them automatically and get all of these strategies together. And so, yes, I absolutely use the free drive storage from my Google account and the email accounts associated with my channel, Kendi K, all day. Yes. So that is important because I often will share different thumbnails, not just the thumbnail for this episode of Shop Talk, but I will use those thumbnails in other videos so that I can make sure subscribers and viewers know that, hey, Kendi K has more than just Shop Talk. I want you to know that Kendi K is on a health and wellness journey. I am working with a registered dietitian, pushing high protein, low carbs, and high fiber.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes. So I have my cheap and budget friendly meals. And then Kendi K has her high protein, low carb, high fiber meals.
Okay.
I have them in different playlists. Yes, for the viewer to maximize the viewer's experience. Friends, if you only have 8 long format videos, then you're probably going to put them all in one playlist. But then you want to immediately start creating another playlist. How can I break these playlists down further? Y'all, we're going to stick and stay, and we're going to continue this on in episode 62 of Shop Talk. Shout out to my co-host for today. I am super excited to have so many co-hosts joining me up on the stage, up on the panel, because that means you're doing big boss moves. You are leveling up to become a fully monetized creator in 2026. Carol, are you going to be a fully monetized creator in 2026?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. And I'm going to be here every step of the way with you so that you can reach your goals. Y'all, I've got to you're absolutely welcome, my friend. I thank you for joining me as a co-host. Friends, I'm going to play a little bit of the celebration song again so that I can add some end screens. We learned that in episode 62.
Celebration.
Oh.
So that I'll have room to add end screens to this so that I can loop that content.
Okay.
I got to let it play for 20 seconds. So I bid you all farewell.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Goodbye for now.
Bye-bye.
On this day, we want to say